Hi, I'm Prakash Kashwan. I'm an associate professor at the University of Connecticut in the US. My first job out of IIFM was at Seva Mandir, which is an internationally renowned NGO, and I worked there for 4 years. Had a really great time, applying some of the concepts that I'd learned at IIFM in the field. Then I moved on to work with the Ford Foundation South Asia office in New Delhi. And again, they are one of the best foundations in the field of international development, and a good time. But by the time I completed about 6 years in the development sector, I wanted to get back to research and academia, so I chose to go for my PhD in the US. For my PhD, I worked with a really great professor. She was the 2009 Economics Nobel laureate, uh, Professor Eleanor Ostrom. And since 2011, I've been a professor at the University of Connecticut. My research and scholarship and teaching focuses on environmental sustainability, environmental policy and politics, climate governance, climate justice. My first book was published in 2017 by Oxford University Press. It's called Democracy in the Woods. It's not a title that you'll forget, so go get a copy from Amazon and all. For the students who are already at IIFM, I would say IIFM is only one of the few places in the entire country that does not just give you one sort of pre-cooked career path. It actually presents you with a variety of options, and you can choose out of them. And so you can actually find a career that really works for your skill set and something that you are passionate about. And you can be part of a particular career for a long time and can really excel at it. So IFM is not just about getting a job, and so I would say make use of these options that IFM gives you. When you decide to get into IFM, it's important to understand how it works, right? And so IFM is structured pretty much along the lines of Indian Institute of Management. In fact, it was modeled and the foundational process was actually handled by faculty from IIM Ahmedabad. And so it's structured very much like other management institutions, except for the fact that it has this kind of specialization. It has a specific focus on the areas of environmental sustainability, forestry management, and increasingly, these areas are relevant to the discussions and debates of climate change and climate governance. So it's really a sweet sort of combination of management, environmental management, and some aspects of rural development and the development sector in general. For example, many people go to the finance sector because of the specialization here in the areas of microfinance. Right? So this institution has some really important areas of specialization and niche areas of specialization, even though it does work along the same lines as in terms of the course curriculum and the structure of the internships. In fact, on that ground, I think IIFM is better than many of the management institutions, because here you get to go on the field work and we used to call them organizational trainings. Normally people call them internships, but these internships are more than actually internships, and that's why we call them organizational trainings. You work on very substantial projects for both governments and private corporations. So yeah, this is a wonderful structure which will train you well, especially if you're passionate about the core areas of strength that I have. So if you're applying for management schools, and if you're thinking of IFM as a second tier management institute, probably you would want to go somewhere else, because IFM is really the top tier sectoral management institution in the fields of environmental sustainability, environmental management, forestry management, rural development combined with any of these fields. and most recently climate change and climate governance. So if you are passionate about any of these areas, I would say IFM is where you want to be. You'll have a great time here, and of course you won't regret it.